Hello YouTube, my name is James Klim. Welcome back to Red vs. Blue Season 10 reviews. I'm joined by Christopher Strong.
It's not musical, James.
And Matthew Lake. And we're here to review...
the rhymes. Yeah, it's very 50 Cent of you. Good job. I can wait, what's that sound? Is that 50 Cent calling you up right now, James, for a record deal?
No way, I would deny that.
50 Cent, give me $1.
Give me $1. We're here to review Red vs. Blue Season 10 episode 20, right? 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to give the outline. There will be spoilers in this video, so go watch the links in the description. Go watch it, come back here with thoughts. We're going to do an outline, and then we're going to give our grades, and then we're going to give some predictions. Anyway, Chris has a point.
Before I get into that, though, I'm going to read it for everybody. We've all seen the whole entire season.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, stuff like that. But that's why there'll not be any predictions at the end of the video, so James is wrong. Right.
I'll give a prediction.
You give one, but no. Alright, so beginning of the episode starts off with the Carolina church going up there to, on the map, Ghost Town, which I guess is like supposed to be a different base than they went to last time.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was the same one because that Phyllis machine was there.
What they said?
Yeah, a lot of people that I know have been kind of getting confused over the scene. They're like, why are they going back there? And I'm like, yeah, they said in the last commentary on season 9 that like they're just kind of, they're meant to be like similar places. Like, so they're gonna have like the similar structures and shit.
Of course, it can't be the same place because Phyllis isn't shotgunned after.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So yeah, they go to the place. They meet Phyllis again. Like Carolina meets Phyllis for the first time, I guess, a long time. Not really much happens that scene. I guess they just go into the building. Nobody really cares about that stuff. So let's get a comment about that. Do you guys have anything about that little particular part?
I thought it was a little bit odd. Like, she was like, oh, the way they were talking, then when Carolina was like, oh, go for secure, and it's like, you're right in front of each other, you don't need to really secure the sound waves between me and you, you're like 2 foot away. So I thought this might be me being kind of overly critical, but I just thought it was a bit odd, personally.
Yeah, pretty much. James, got anything?
A
little bit?
Yeah, I do agree with Matt. I thought it was kind of awkward, but I guess maybe they did that just to make it longer in a way.
Alright, so I guess we got to the best part of the episode for me, at least, which is reminiscent of, I guess, the first season, where the Reds are surrendering to the Blues. Instead of being Griff's line, it's Simmons saying this line. What was James?
Something about
James
ribbons in my hair, and I like to kiss all the boys, and something like that.
You do, James. Okay.
Yeah, I love boys.
No, it shows the best shot, which like they move over.
Yeah, it's just everything the Reds are on.
Yeah, I think that the Reds used to like the Ghost, the Warthog, the rocket launcher. I think actually even in their little cameo, by the way, the wrench to the skull from what was that what season was that? 5th season?
Season 4, I think.
Oh, season 4. Yeah, season 4. The wrench to the skull from the competition that Donut was in to become Sergeant number 2 while Simmons was off on the blue team.
Oh yeah.
And there's like a little bit of a, yeah.
I found it interesting how in the old seasons, like the Blood Ghost Chronicles, it was always Sergeant Simmons and Griff was the bitch, and now it seems like Simmons is the bitch and Griff is taking Simmons' place, which I find kind of interesting.
Yeah, there seemed to be like a minor switch in the characters. Like every now and then, it always seems like Simmons goes to be the rogue one, like when he went to the blue team, and then like, I think it was Recreation, he ended up being like more of a I don't care kind of person, like Griff.
Yeah, because Recreation was whenever Simmons got just went to the background, and Griff became like he was a lot lazy in that season.
Yeah,
he seems a little more active, but this season he's kind of got back to being his lazy side, which is kind of nice to have. Yeah. But yeah,
well, he's not so lazy in there. Some scenes coming up.
Oh, okay, so
come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Alright, never mind. Alright, so next part we go to, we have,
Griff shot.
That Griff shot, that's right, because he asked him, do you have anything else to give up? and they're like, "Oh well, yeah." You have to show the brute shot that he stole from the meta after they killed the meta.
No.
Yes.
No.
If he's not dead, at least he's the Captain America.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool how Sarge referenced the rifle and the knife like the Marine did in season 9.
Knife? Oh, what would that be? Rifle knife. That's what it was, right?
Yeah, he was like, "What's that? Knife? Rifle? Rifle?"
Yeah.
Yeah. That's him.
Yeah. See, actually, you know that scene in the season 9 by a guy that came into the office, in the Rooster Teeth office, that was like, had like the, he was, the Make-A-Wish was?
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, I think that's what that was. A little boy that was, there, they got to do a commentary with him as well, and do a voice Red vs. Blue. Just like, look at that. But, this scene, you know, we have them deciding that they're going to go after Church Carolina again to help them out, because you know they're actually good friends.
I loved how this scene was kind of like a link back to Revelations when Sarge was given the talk, and there was pretty much the same music, a slightly altered version of it.
Like, there's the same music, yeah. And
sorry, continue.
I was gonna say that the thing about this right here was different. Was that Washington was the one that was being convinced? To go after him. Everybody else is pretty much like, okay, let's just do it. You know, whatever. Go after him.
Which we did kind of predict,
when I was watching
right?
it for the first time with you, Chris, I even mentioned like when he was like, "This is possibly the worst idea of all time." No, was it? I'm sorry.
It was
blank. And then he like you think he's gonna say of all time, and then he doesn't. He just says, "I'm in." I thought it was pretty kind of.
Yeah, because he kept like stupid line over and over again. This is of all time. And finally it said, "Yeah, this is the worst plan, but I'm in," or whatever. It was really cool. It was like a good moment.
Yeah. I love how Doc gets forgetting.
Yeah, he does. Which is kind of nice because Doc probably couldn't fight anyways. I mean, what would he do? He uses this little.
Wait, whoa! What were we mentioning about fighting?
What? Oh.
These predictions.
Oh my god.
Okay, wait. I was saying though that Doc is useless because he has like this little medical scanner.
Well, it did fuck the meta up in season 8.
A moment though, but I mean that course introduced Doc and Kryptonite, Carbonite. Sorry, not Kryptonite. Carbonite. You know, like this.
I liked how the UNSC was actually in this scene. Like, it was so abrupt, but you could see something like this coming. They're like, oh yeah, like in season 8, like, how are we gonna get to them? Too far away. In season 8 was Pelican. But you see as the Hornets come down.
Yeah.
It's the UNSC actually won. I was quite surprised they pulled that off.
As a little funny thing from the commentary, actually, they talked about how it's not originally in the script was them getting to the Hornets. Like, Miles got to wrote it, whatever, put like 3 Hornets or whatever. It's like you only can get 2 Hornets on the map, which made the filming of this episode a whole lot harder for him. So,
so that's why the 3rd Hornet's kind of awkwardly off to the side.
He didn't realize you only get 2 Hornets on this map.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
wow.
He probably did some masking to do it, but then like you can see one of the Hornets is just kind of awkwardly over in the top corner.
Yeah. It's like out of the way, so you can do like a little pin around it.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would love to have like a little spin-off series with just those UNSC troopers. Because I love the way that one guy talks. He like complains, bitches, moans, and he does everything freaking wrong. But I love that guy.
It's actually voiced by the same guy that's in that season 8 or whatever.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was I think it was Carrie. I think that's what they said. Shotcross when they Machinimators for the season.
Awesome.
Anyways, back to the point though that they get the Hornets. Which I'm so glad they actually didn't show how to get the Hornets. They just showed they got the Hornets.
Yeah, just abruptly cut. It's like, bye.
Like, oh, come back here. Darn it. You know, and they show like I guess it's kind of a weird thing. Like, why did they show like the bases at the very like when they're going away? They show like this little like goodbye to the bases. I guess like showing the I guess what they're doing because maybe they won't have. I don't know. I guess they didn't realize that they have Ragnarok in the next. Iteration of Halo, so
well, maybe they might do some kind of thing where it's like them get back to Ragnarok as like a story part or something, rather than them just being kind of.
Or maybe they might pick like a different map, like nothing. Anyway,
this is actually of when they left Blood Gulch for the first time. They just did the same sort of shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense. That might kind of make sense a little bit.
Like, I love how, like, they always have tiebacks to, like similar kind of cinematography. Like, like in the season 8 commentary, Bernie was saying on the final camera angle, like, well, not the final camera, the final scene, when, after the fight with Texas, Wash, and Meta, the camera angle is looking at the ODST, and then it, like, pans to, like, the whole shot, and you see, like, the whole military base, and it was kind of meant to be a drawback to the beginning of reconstruction, when you see all the Marines and the ODST on Valhalla. Oh, that was pretty cool.
That's one of my favorite shots. So, that reconstruction shot, like, just goes. I love that shot. I wanted to do the shot so badly. Like, I could never pull it off. They can't get that right. The next bit of it really is just Carolina and Church approaching to a special room with all Church's ex-girlfriends.
I thought it was pretty cool how she picked up the plasma rifle. I think it's because maybe they wanted, like, her to use the her kind of symbolic.
Oh yeah, like weapon,
plasma pistols again.
But I guess you can sort of hear in the background the director's voice, but can't really tell what's really going on in the scene, right, guys?
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty fucking creepy. Like, the first time I saw this and I was in the car with you could tell how kind of spooked I was. Like when, like, they went in and then they're like, oh no, and you're like, shit, what's going on? And then he's like, he kept trying. You know, like, what's he going on about? And then, like when it looked at the monitor thing at the top, and then, like, the creaking metal just went, like, right through you, and it was just, like, an awful kind of atmosphere, and then it just revealed all of the Texases, and it was just like, shit.
And then I'm thinking this right here, where they use the line from season 5. You have no idea how much trouble you were in. Like,
yeah, it's the exact same audio, isn't it?
If you guys heard me when I first watched this thing, I think you guys didn't hear me, but this is what I did. I was like, yes! Really laughed. I was like, yes! I was so happy about that a little bit.
Well, one thing I was speaking to you about earlier, that they actually used the exact same animation for Texas that they did in season 8.
Really?
When she appeared at the door. Mm-hmm. Like, I was quite, like I said to you earlier, like, I was quite surprised, because I originally thought that, like, they would have just, like, recreated the kind of a similar animation, but if you look at them, all the heads kind of bob at the same time, like, when Texas actually says, so who's first? And then, like, if you look at them all, they're, like, all nodding like a row, and it looks really kind of odd. You're all just, like...
It's super, like, oh, God, you know something's wrong. What's gonna happen? Yeah. But we'll save that for the next episode, though.
Well, it seems like Carolina's going to be in some
trouble.
Nasty trouble. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen.
I don't know. That's crazy. I
don't know. James, do you have any predictions?
I predict that the meta will come back and fuck everyone up.
Personally, like, I was like, when I was saying, I keep saying this, when I kept watching the rest of the ending, like, I watched the whole ending as, like, one piece, like, from this ending to the last episode, so I'd kind of view it like the whole ending as being an episode. But it's kind of weird now that I've just watched this one part and to kind of split it up, because, like, thinking about it, the ending was, like, fucking fantastic. I'll say that now without even telling you what's in it. But, like, it feels like there was nothing that happened pretty much in the first kind of so, like, this episode entirely, to be fair. It was just kind of like the whole episode was kind of drawbacks to, like, all the seasons. Like, the first scene was a drawback to Revelations, the second scene was like a drawback to season 1, the third scene was a drawback to Revelation again, and then, like, the whole episode was just drawbacks to kind of previous episodes, and nothing happened, so I'm going to give it a B-.
For me, this episode was... they did a really good job of building up stuff. They had a lot of, like you're talking about, throwbacks to previous seasons. I kind of appreciate that, since it's just the 10th season, and, you know, you have to really appreciate the earlier seasons a whole lot. And that's because it's really what built this whole thing up to, like, this moment right here. And so, you know, I'm probably gonna go with you, actually, with probably, you know what, I'll use a B. I'll say a straight B. You know, it wasn't anything like huge or whatever, but I liked the way the episode was done. So I'll give, B-.
B-.
We're out of time. Sorry. Bye, guys.
Okay, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for some more RVB reviews.